Today's near-death experience comes from Janice, who was transported from a view of a barren earth to a room with people dressed in white robes, and here is her story. On the afternoon of October 1st, 2013, I was at home cooking a meal, when all of a sudden, a feeling of extreme fatigue came over me. I sat down on the sofa to rest, and drifted off to sleep. I have sleep apnea and use a CPAP machine, otherwise I stop breathing often while asleep. At one point, I felt as if I woke up, but I was not in the room where I fell asleep. I found myself on some sort of transportation vehicle that I will refer to as a bus. There were people on the bus, but no one was talking, and I had no idea where I had come from or where I was going. At one point the bus stopped, and I made a quick decision to get off. I found myself on a deserted, dusty country road, and was frightened, because I didn't see anyone, and regretted getting off the bus. Standing there alone, and not knowing what to do, I noticed that my shoes were gone, and I was being lifted off the ground. Soon I was hovering about 20 feet in the air. When I looked down, all I could see was dried mud, with cracks throughout, and I started to descend toward the dried mud. I thought I was going to crash into it, and just before I did, I looked up, and then I was pulled back up again, as if I had a parachute attached to me. I looked to my right to see what I could see, and when I did, I started moving in that direction. I looked to my left, then moved in that direction. I realized all I had to do was think about what direction I wanted to go, and I would move in that direction. I experimented with this. I thought about moving higher, and when I did, I floated higher. This time I was about 10 stories high, and was enjoying the feeling of weightlessness. At that height, I had a better view of my surroundings, but all I could see for miles was dried mud, and then a feeling of dread came over me. I felt as if there had been some sort of a major disaster, and it had caused the earth to dry up and everyone was dead. I don't know why, but I felt my location was somewhere over one of the Great Lakes. I wanted to get out of there, but when I looked around to determine which direction I should go, I could not decide, because there was nothing on the horizon, no matter where I looked, and I had no idea which direction I had come from. I scanned the horizon over and over again, but there was nothing visible, and no way for me to determine where the country road was located. Dread came upon me. I made the decision to move to my right, and when I did, I was suddenly transported to a place where everyone was dressed in white robes. They seemed to be getting ready for a performance of some sort, such as a play, and I thought that possibly I was transported there, because I had a part in a play, but I could not remember my lines. I tried to get someone's attention to let them know that I was not prepared for this event, whatever it was, but everyone was too busy to listen to me. I looked around for help, and noticed that one person had bandages wrapped around her head, another was missing an eye, and another had a mental disability where they had slowed speech. Then a man approached me with a small chain, and attached it to a white bar that somehow appeared on the left side of my face. He was trying to strap it across my mouth, but was having difficulty, and started putting pressure on me, pressing against me. I was getting pushed backwards. He was trying to attach the chain to something on the right side of my face, but there wasn't anything there, like a hook, yet he kept trying, and he was getting frustrated, so he gave up. I was in this room with these people, with this chain dangling from the left side of my face, and I thought surely someone would notice and ask me about it, since it looked so weird, but no one seemed to notice. All of a sudden, some type of force pushed all of the people in the robes backwards. I was furthest in the back, and stuffed in the corner, trapped and unable to move. I was getting short of breath, and panicked, because I was feeling very claustrophobic. I tried to stay calm until the commotion subsided, but I was getting squeezed into the corner, to the point where I could no longer breathe, so I screamed out, "Please let me out, I'm claustrophobic." I kept screaming this over and over again, but no one seemed to hear me, or they didn't care. Then a voice said, "Go back." I was not sure what that meant, or how to do that, when all of a sudden, the pressure let up, and I was free to move. I heard the voice again say, "Go back now." I knew I was able to move in any direction, so I tried to think my way out of the room, and when I did, I floated down through the floor, and then saw myself lying on the sofa, face down. I descended further, and entered my body, and was choking and gasping for air. My feeling about this experience is that I had stopped breathing and died for a short period of time. I do not think this was a dream, it was too real to be a dream. I have a feeling that this was a peek into the future, in which the Great Lakes had dried up, and possibly all of the earth. I also suspect that the people wearing the white robes had all been in accidents, and were not in heaven or hell, but rather an in-between place. Their souls were preparing to move on, and the reason why I did not remember my lines was probably because I didn't have any, as I was not supposed to be going with them. I was supposed to go back. As far as the chain latched onto my face goes, I am still puzzled by that one. Maybe it was a demon trying to capture me, and he was prevented from doing so because I was supposed to go back. What did you think of Janice's story? Do you think it was all a dream? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed her story, please give it a like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get a notification when I post a new video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will come back and visit again soon.